Hi friends, welcome to stream. I hope everybody's doing well. Hello to Zero and Cam. Cam, congrats on the first. Zero, congrats on being salty about it. Hello Tyler, hello Floopy. Yay, it's stream time. Eventually. Also Cam, I'm excited that you get to spend a month with your cats. That's amazing. Depends on a couple of things. Gotta be back down around early June. I see. It's nice to reconnect, especially with pets. Not to say that it's not nice to reconnect with family as well, but you know, sometimes they get on your nerves. Sometimes, like today, they get on your nerves. Anyway. We're here. We made it to 9 souls. I'm so excited. I think my goal is just to get through this boss fight today. I did a lot of yapping in our last stream, which was so much fun, and also did not help us progress in the game at all, which is fine. I'm in no rush. But I would love to see what's past the 5th boss today. Just curious. Yeah. I've got a hair on me. Hold. She's eating. She's cannibalizing. Is it cannibalism if you eat yourself? Presumably. Hi, Quaint! Thank you for the good luck. I feel like I got the gist of it. I just need to be more patient in the second half and maybe spend less time telling people to wipe their own asses. We'll see. Maybe I can do both. Got some tea today. I accidentally made... I don't know if I hate it or like it. I accidentally made the wrong tea. I've ordered some pens from a place called Tom's Studio, and they make these custom, like, fine liners and fountain pens out of England. Hi, Eden! And every time you place an order with them, they send you a little bag of tea with your order. Which is sweet. Also a little bit possibly poisoned. But I've been putting the tea in with my normal tea bags, just assuming that someday maybe I would drink them intentionally, but today I drank it by accident, so... Hi, Arwen! Enjoy your lurk, thanks for being here. Ink tea. Yeah, they actually have one, Tyler, that you're going to be getting at some point. That's a popcorn tea that I saved for you. I can't decide if that's going to be horrible or great, but... it's better you than me. Anyway, yeah, this is just plain black Dorset tea is the brand name. Just a black tea. It is slightly more intense than my normal decaf English breakfast. But yeah, let's do some 9 soulsing. Pause fish, yes. The popcorn tea, is that is that why we're pausing? Let's go! I can't imagine there's anything new in here, but we'll stop and say hi to everybody anyway. It's tradition at this point. Also reminds me how to use the buttons, you know? She's sneaky about that.
Queenie.
Okay, nothing really. Chat, I'm so proud of myself. I made it through the first 10 days of May without breaking any of my spending goals. If you don't know, I'm trying to do a no-spend year. Or a low-spend year, I don't know how you want to define it. Starting May 1st. And every Saturday I do like a pretty in-depth budget check-in. I do like look at my budget every day for funsies, but Saturdays are when I like really get into it. Gotta say hi to our favorite painting in the background. Hello, favorite painting in the background. But yeah, so this morning, that's actually why I'm late to stream, is because I got so excited about, like, balancing all of my accounts. And realizing that I just didn't do the coping mechanism thing today. I'm so proud, I didn't do it all week. I've been good, and it's been great. I will say... probably 90% of the reason that I succeeded this week is because I was so distracted by playing Blueprints with Chrono. That game is so addictive. I understand. Also, I am feeling so much better about the fact that I decided to never play Balatro because I was afraid I was going to get addicted to Balatro. And I can confirm I probably would. So, this is the best of all the worlds where somebody else is playing the game. Like, I can't play the game by myself. I don't even own it. So I am limited in my time by how much time I can bully Chrono into playing it with me. So it's working great. Would recommend if you have an addictive personality and want to try your first roguelike. Also, we've been playing all week and still have no idea what we're doing, so let's go! Okay, it's coming back, it's coming back. Also, thank you to everybody who participated in the Discord in helping me make a thumbnail for this boss fight, because LOL. The background of this boss fight sure makes it difficult to make a thumbnail. I'm sorry. Well, I guess it doesn't make it difficult to make a thumbnail, it makes it difficult to make a thumbnail that won't get you banned. She takes so little damage in this phase! Okay, we're past the halfway point. I don't think we're gonna get it this attempt, but it's a solid first attempt. Well, she died. It was a solid first attempt. Promise I didn't throw for the I promise I didn't throw for the content. Jeez. Already speaking in riddles. Love to see it. Okay, clean first phase-ish. Fuck! I feel like I should maybe... Well... I wonder if there are some jades that would be helpful here. Or if it is simply just a matter of getting good. Okay, we have like 3 HP in a dream, which is better than 1 HP in a dream, but kind of barely. Okay. Okay. I was gonna look at jades. I literally just said that. Jades are like little charm thingies that you can equip. So I like that putting the talisman on like freezes her. That's important for getting more hits in. Okay, that's nothing useful so far. Recover some health after successful shadow strike. I don't even know what that is. Performing a precise parry will complete any ongoing charge for... I'm not using that very much in this fight. I should be, but I'm not. Reduces time required to execute charged strike when standing still. Allows precise parries to inflict internal damage to the enemy. Maybe. That one's actually pretty useful with the projectiles getting hit back. Although I don't think her projectiles get hit back, but on the whole that's been very useful. That's such an interesting jade where you kind of like... Shadow Strike is the sneak attack? Okay, thank you. This is interesting where you get an extra chi charge, but then it like does some internal damage. I don't feel like that's useful right now, but interesting to know that we have that. This one's just been so useful. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna switch. So, it's basically like an extra life-ish. Although, dang, the quick dose jade. We have plenty of time to heal in this fight, but yeah, it'd be nice. Plum, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. The, New York Times crossword puzzle the other day had plum as an answer, and I thought of you. And yeah, congrats again on being done with all of your shit. How does it feel? Just got out of graduation commencement? Yo, let's go! Congrats! Ready to take over the world! Hot, sweaty, and tired, but also gratifying? Let's go. Very proud, Plum. Good job. Be patient, ma'am. More patient than that, actually. Okay, not my favorite attempt, and that's fine. They don't all have to be winners. Speaking of hot, sweaty, and tired. I was thinking about making the joke that I was late for stream today because I spent so long making sure that my ass was clean, because we had this whole conversation in the last stream about making sure to clean your butt. But then I realized if I ever showed up to stream on time that would really backfire. So the joke has been abandoned, but now you get to hear why. Ooh, I didn't realize I could interrupt her on that. That's kind of dope. Gosh dang it, let me hit you, ma'am. We're so close, but I'm so close to dying as well. of those hit us. We were so close. I had that same thought, Tyler. It's so fast. It's so fast. No, I had that thought the last time we streamed this. That it looks like something that you can do the Unbound Encounter for, and I'm sure you can. It's just, it's too fast for me to see it and also test it. And like, it would probably help this fight go faster, but I'm tired of learning new things in this fight. Who up cleaning thy ass? Yeah, basically. Hopefully everybody in this chat is. Like, by the time you see that she's up there, and like the time that you'd be like, whoa, like, I'm sure you can do it. It's just like, my brain's already trained to dodge, not do that, so. We're not gonna teach this old dog new tricks today, or last stream. But we are gonna do our best. Oh, what's happening over here? Need to get some. There we go, it's kind of zhuzhed. I miss having the over-the-ear headphones to just smash my hair for me so I don't have to sit here looking at it all the time. But we needed space for the cat ears. Good first attempt. Shit. Like, so many bad times to heal in a row. Okay, you know what? That's my fault. Most embarrassing thing is when you're listening to music with AirPods at the dentist and that falls into the spit bowl and you have to pick it up and hold on to it awkwardly. No. It's funny you mentioned that because the last time I was at the dentist, I was thinking, I miss... Okay, so I've had like 4 main dentists in my life. And like there was the original dentist who was basically told you that the more yellow your teeth were, the better they were. So like I was a bad dentist. Then I had a dentist for a long time who had the nice like TV overhead and like a cute window in front of you, and there were like bird watching guides next to it, so you could like, I don't know, I don't think you could really see outside, but if you could see outside, you could, you know, like identify which birds were out there. And again, watching the TV with like, and they had headphones for you and like the remote and everything like that. That was a dope dentist experience. Then the dentist that I went to in rural Tennessee, they weren't in rural Tennessee. I had to drive 2 hours away to find them in like Knoxville and Nashville. Were terrible. And now I'm at a really nice dentist. Everybody there is like unbelievably hot, and I don't understand why. It's overwhelming actually how pretty everybody is there. And they have a therapy dog named Nacho. So if you're feeling like sad at any point or nervous, you can like bring in Nacho and he'll sit on your lap. But they also, like, in their intake form, if you sign up on their website, like they'll ask you, is there anything we could do to make you more comfortable while you're here? And like one of them is like the dog. And then one of them is that you just want a blanket. And I was like, yeah, because I'm usually probably cold at the dentist anyway. But also, like, just a blanket for, like, cozy purposes. Just, like, a security blanket. Yeah, yes, please. I would love a blanket. So they did. They gave me a blanket when I went in to get my teeth cleaned. And it was just life-changing. But they didn't have a TV. And they also didn't have anything to listen to. Yeah, Cam, that's what I'm saying. So, like, now that I don't have a TV anymore and like, headphones, I'm realizing, could I just bring... Can you just request 10 milligrams of Ativan on the form? Sure. Maybe. I don't know why you would need it if you have a blanket, but, like, you do you. But yeah, I think I should start bringing little AirPods. Well, maybe not AirPods, because they will fall out of my ear. But, you know, headphones. I could get my big over-the-ear ones that are noise-canceling. Except that the hygienist always wants to talk to you, don't they? Not like I owe them a conversation, but I feel like in case they need to say something important. Where the fuck are these dentists? I get fucking white walls with just dentists and complaints that I don't floss enough. The dentist I'm at now, the one with the blankets and the therapy dog and the hot ladies, my dad recommended them, and I was like, you know what, Dad? I have mad respect for your dentist picking abilities. I didn't know any of these things were options at dentists. Oh, also, in their little waiting room, they have like a little refrigerator full of like beverages and stuff like that in case you get thirsty while you're waiting. But you won't because they don't have you wait. Like, I've been there 3 times, and I've never even gotten to sit down because they're so ready for you to come right back on in. And in fact, the first time I went there, they like gave me a full tour of the office, like made sure I knew where I was comfortable. They had me sit down in like a new patient like intake room where like they have a cute little, they review your thing and they're like, do you still like blankets? Yeah, I still like blankets. Do you still not need the dog? I still don't need the dog, but thank you. To be fair, they want you to talk while they shove shit in your mouth. Hear them or not, it isn't like you can respond. True. I will say that the hot dentist, not the hot hygienist, but the hot dentist, is always like full of praise while she's looking at your teeth. She'll be like, oh, these are some nice looking teeth. Oh, girl, these are lined up just right. Oh, I can see that you're like doing some good stuff in here. Like, she's just, and I'm not like the queen of flossing or the queen of brushing my teeth, okay? Like, I do this on I would say a normal average person basis, okay? Once in a while you go to bed, you haven't flossed fully or at all, okay? So this is not me saying that I'm good at my teeth, okay? I'm just saying that she said that I was good at my teeth, and it made me want to do better, to improve, like, to impress her more. Just like, oh, okay. Tell me more about this teeth, mommy. Sorry, I was just sitting there. I couldn't not. Anyway, yeah. Get you a good dentist. It's life-changing, but don't call them teeth, mommy. Unless they ask you to, and you're comfortable with it. One of the driving forces for me trying to get in health is to avoid any sort of medical appointments, professional or medicine at all. That was kind of, yeah, I understand that. Like, a big point of pride for my grandma was that, like, up until her 90s, like, she just had no need to, like, do anything except maybe go get she didn't even go get a physical, they just like came to the house. But, like, she didn't need to take any medications, like, was very low maintenance in the health department, and she was proud of herself for that, I guess. Jeez. It has little to do with that world as possible, not even for money reasons. They just hate hospitals. Most doctors I've met have kind of been pricks, dentistry hurts, I just want to stay away from them, yeah. So I will say, of all the dentists that I've had, hot lady dentist that I have now is the first time I've gone to a dentist. I didn't have new cavities, but the fillings that I've had in my teeth from like my youth were needing to be replaced, just because that's a thing that apparently needs to happen every once in a while. They just need to like touch it up. And when she did, so she did like I think 4 total, all on like the back molars. And that was the first time in my life where I'd been actually numbed enough that I felt nothing. Like genuinely felt nothing, wasn't even sore afterwards. Like it was just, again, I didn't know you could have that experience. She's ruining all other dentists for me, and I think I even said that in my Google review. I was like, God damn, woman, you're maybe too good at dentisting. Because now I don't want to leave Cincinnati because I'll have to leave my fucking dentist, and I don't wanna. I guess I could just always like fly back for it. But yeah, somebody, like when I went through that whole ordeal trying to get my heart issue diagnosed, it was such a frustrating introduction to needing doctors for the first time in my life. Like I'd been the kind of person who went for like an annual physical and that was it. But when we were trying to diagnose this issue, it was like, oh, you need to see like this cardiologist. Well, they're a dick. How about we see the next cardiologist? They don't know anything. How about you go see this, get an echocardiogram? Why don't you go get a gastroenterologist involved? And it was just like 1 out of every 5 doctors that I saw was actually a good listener and had anything useful to say. And it was really frustrating. I will agree on that front. I'm glad I finally got an answer, even though half of the answer was something that I figured out all by myself. But yeah, I would like to not go through that. Oh yeah, the sleep study too. I forgot about that. Sleep study, I think, was the worst part of it. Shockingly. But I would like to skip that. Stay away from needing that if I can. That said, I think I'm probably doing the worst of all the areas of self-care. I think physical self-care is the one where I'm doing the worst right now. Got recreational self-care on lock. We're working on financial self-care. Physical self-care, I'm not doing the best that I could. Okay, could you... I don't know why I missed all of those. Okay, we're out of heals. Bad times. We have like half an HP in a dream. Bother. Oh, bother, as Winnie the Pooh would say. I was actually just choking on my spit, but thank you. Or choking on my tea, hard to tell. Oh yeah, so seeing as tomorrow is Mother's Day, and I don't know how I'm going to be feeling tomorrow, I'm thinking tomorrow we do one of our cozy streams and do like the Hello Kitty Island adventure thing. Please. Is there a phase 3? There's a fucking phase 3. Kill me. So annoying. You did a productive thing? What'd you do, A-Town? Also welcome on in. Installed pneumatic hood struts in your cars, you don't need the manual prop anymore? Okay, interesting. I don't know what any of that does or means. Could you put that in normie terms, please? Why did I just forget how to play the game? Neat! Oh! See, I see. Stop it. Not the best attempt, but it's fine. We know there's a phase 3 now, so we've made some progress today. Not a waste of an hour. Waste of those little cylinder ones. I don't need to do this anymore. Oh, I see. But it is productive. I'm proud of you. I still need to put in a dash cam in my car, and also my cute little custom floral license plate holder to replace the stupid one from the dealer, since the car's not leased anymore and I can customize shit like that now. Anytime now, if you could hit this ma'am, that would be great. Hit the lady. Okay, we're out of heals, and we still have whole phases left to go. This is not happening. We love it. Rude. Found the fuel ethanol content sensor for your car under the hood because the integrated one doesn't seem to work. Oh, nice. And yes, enjoy your lurk. Okay. We will get good. I promise. This is still probably my favorite fight that we've done so far. Actually, definitely. Very cool fight when you get in the flow. It really is. Shit. I need to stop purring my R's. It's just such a simple fight, and I think that's what I've liked about most of the boss fights, is that there aren't that many moves to learn. It's just like how much it... Once you learn them, it's just a matter of like getting faster and faster and better at them. Like your reaction time gets better. And I do like that every fight feels like very learnable. I was curious how those arrows would work in this fight, so I decided to try one, but I don't think they're very good for this fight. I thought since we were gonna die on that anyway that I should try and do the little unbounded counter thing there for the downward move, but I definitely don't have the timing down. It's a panicky last minute decision to learn a new move in the middle of a boss fight. It went exactly as well as I thought it was going to go. I am getting a little weary of the music. I feel like I've been yodeled at too much. Taking it personally. Going great. It's going great. It's going great. It's going great. It's going great. Yes, my feeling's exactly 0. I did get the first draft of new emotes from my brother yesterday, but I didn't see them till today before stream. So I to make a few tweaks probably. But it's exciting to see. They look very cute. Enjoy the food, Tyler. Thank you for hanging out. Stop. Okay. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything during the ad break except me staring at the screen, looking overwhelmed. Phase 3 again! Let's go! Too many. Well, at least we made it to phase 3 twice. That's huge. Oh my goodness. Thread high pop of the morning, friend. You know this boss has 3 heckin' phases? So many phases. First phase is basically nothing though, to be fair. You did guess 3? Let's go. I don't remember that at all. I'm glad you do, though. Maybe I vaguely remember that. I remember the first time we fought her ever, that I was like, there has to be more than one phase, for sure, because the first phase was just, like, so easy. All the best plays have 3. Oh, yeah. It has come back to me completely. You are correct. It's not that I didn't believe you before. I already believed you all the way, and now I believe you all the way plus. Did you know that that was an option? I didn't. Normally at this point, I would, like, go find something else to do for a second, because I'm tired of this. The thing is, we don't really have anything else to do. So, in we go! I will say, I was watching... Can't remember the YouTube guy's name. This guy, Ollie something, who does, like, productivity videos on YouTube. And he had one about, like, how to become the top 1% in whatever you want to do. And he was interviewing a guy who apparently is, like, some bigwig in business world. And bigwig was, like, explaining how he teaches CEOs of companies like Apple and Google to, like, stop being afraid of failure or whatever. They're like, the biggest thing is that, like, a lot of people are afraid to fail publicly. But there's not a CEO out there who hasn't failed publicly, which, lol, true. And I wanted to be like, yeah, if you would just start streaming, you too could have, the opportunity to fail publicly, like, a lot. I jumped there, I promise. It just ate my input. Jeez, finally got a chance to hit her. We've been at this for like an hour. Let's wait until phase 5. Lol. Was that your phase 2 is looking much better? Much better! You're playing less passively, which is very important for fights like this. Thank you. It's funny because I feel like I needed to play more passively. Not passively, but like I needed to be more patient, I guess, with the second phase. Phase 5 is when the 20 Jiggly physics all merge to form Jiggly Physics Prime. Just Jiggly Physics. That's the second time I've fucked up the word jiggly and physics and put the syllables out of order there, okay? And I need you to know that I can't stop saying I've fucked it up so many times that even was telling Chrono about this, and he went to say it back and said the same thing. So be real careful that you don't put the J with the Isix, okay? It's Jizzly-Gizix. Can't stop saying it. Jiggly physics. Jiggle physics. Jiggle physics? Jiggle physics. Okay, we got it. Watch out for jizzle physics, though, okay? None of it makes sense anymore. I've lost the plot. Really great setup for phase 8 when we hacked a Jiggle Mecha to turn the tables on phase 9 to 10. My soul just dropped into— Fig Newtons are dope. Good save, Cam. Fig Newtons are dope. I will say I go through phases with those. Where like, I rediscover them and for like one pack I'm like in love, and then I'm done with Fig Newtons for the next 2 to 3 to 5 business years. You know what game does not have jiggle physics? Blueprints. You love some Fig Newtons? Great for when I need fiber. True. I just, speaking of fiber, reordered my— I've been taking for like 3 months now probably, some CVS brand gummies. They're probiotic gummies and they have added fiber in them. I don't know why, I just decided that I wanted to do some probiotic shit, and gummies seemed like a decent way to do that. I don't need to add more pills to my life if I don't want to. But yeah, I ordered some more. Oh, I was gonna say, I ordered some from CVS, and I just need you to know how good I am at ordering things from CVS. I once again got 50% off my entire order because I stacked so many online coupons together in their app. So between the gummies and the— starts with an M, magnesium, should have been $50 and it was $22, so I'm feeling really good about myself and my couponing skills. I'm only good at that at CVS, but damn am I good at that. Haven't tried Blueprints, haven't looked at it yet. Yeah, I just knew that Aggie and Parky were having fun with it, and Ola had actually recommended it to me back when it was like in a demo phase or something like that. But because it was Windows only at the time, like I couldn't look into it at all. So anyway, when I heard that other people were liking it and I recognized the name, I was like, okay, if Ola tells me that I would love it, and then Aggie and Parky are having fun with it, like odds are pretty high that I would like it. So my workaround for not wanting to play it on my PC was making Chrono play it on his PC and stream it to our Discord. So that's been like, I don't think anybody wants to spend this much time with me, but I cannot stop badgering Chrono every evening, being like, are we doing bloops tonight? I really need to do some bloops. I'm addicted. So we get like maybe an hour of bloops a few times a week. I think we're on like, so I don't want to give anything away if you're still wanting to look into it. I think it's kind of fun to not know stuff about it. But there is like a time, not a timer, there's a reset element too, right? Because it's a roguelike, and so it's like split up by days. And I think we're on day, so like attempt number 8 or 9. I think we'll be starting 9 when we next play. So we're still bibbies at the game. Stranger list of games you'll definitely get to at some point when you have less games to play. That's totally fair. I think Thrid, maybe, because I know you game with your wife sometimes, I think it would be a fun one for the two of you to do together as well. It's not like a collab game by any sense of the stretch, any stretch of the imagination, any sense of the stretch. But it's really fun to do with somebody else because you kind of get to argue about like whether you all made dumb decisions together or not. So if you want to add it as a collab game unintentionally, Still working on packing Baldur's Gate shit. Just beat the fuck out of Raph. Had to turn off his music and put your own on. Bro was whooping you, but he was not him like that. I need to play Baldur's Gate at some point, I think. But I think I'll do it off stream. Good for looking over the shoulder? 100%. And I think we kind of accidentally got the idea from Aggie and Parky because they were playing it together. But yeah, it's very much a good, like... You're given options, basically, and, like, it's good to, like, determine together, like, ooh, which one of these options is, like, the best for us, and which one is, like, gonna really fuck us over. I will say 2 things. The dog is trying to claw her way into the basement from upstairs, so if all of a sudden a dog lands on my lap, please somebody get a clip. Also, there's one element... I don't want to spoil anything, so I can't say this. There's one element that somebody in our collab did who made a decision without the team, and we maybe got cursed about it. And I was maybe butthurt for a solid 3 minutes, but we sorted it out. Co-oping this game would be so much more fun. Listening to a British man sing his own boss music about how strong he is just not... Actually, that sounds like something I would fall in love with, Cam. That sounds like I would break my man ban for a British man singing his own boss music, actually. Why is that attractive to me? Thread, you'll just know it when you get there. You'll just know when you get there, and I don't think you'll get cursed. Raphael was actually a weird nickname of mine at one point in life. From a friend who couldn't stop giving me nicknames. Just because it's kind of close to Rachel. Is Raph the one that, Parky was trying to seduce? Or is he not a seducible character? I guess not, probably not because he's a boss. I don't know anything about this. You're cursed to always get cursed? Let's go! I didn't even know we'd gotten to phase 2 yet. That's hilarious. I wasn't paying attention. Not a playable character. Okay, okay, okay. Terrible. I jumped as if I were going to actually pogo off that thing, and then I didn't, and then that threw off my whole day. Okay, good. Maybe we make it to phase 3? Oh, rude. Still rude. Come on, ma'am. So close. Okay, phase 3. All I see is something about fucking a sex toy clone. I definitely do not need to stream this game. We have enough AO conversations as it is without me playing the world's thirstiest game. Too many! There were too many! There were too many. She was going for the cringe emo vampire. Oh, she was. That's true. Yes. I don't think you can romance him. Asterion is the usual romance target. Did I learn? I've only romanced 2 people so far, and honestly, I'm happy with those 2. Yeah. As she described it, you can just kind of like orgy everybody, and except Parky can't, but everybody else can. And I don't know that we need those vibes on this stream. I mean, does that qualify as cozy gaming? What if we just cuddle instead of orgying? Can we do a cuddle orgy? Is that a thing? Is that what a blanket fort is? You just killed him. You've only romanced cars, and you're 90% sure she's just gonna die at the end anyway. Lovely. We love a tragic romance. Killed him just so you could cast silence on him during the fight and stop his boss music. That's amazing. Whoopsie poopsie. Man, those spam bots, you'd just think that at some point... You'd think at some point Twitch would just, like, ban the word stream boo. You know what I mean? Do not stream. The Hobgoblin Ogre scene alone would be an eternal huh of the spotless AO. That's an amazing title thread. It's up there with... I'm pretty sure, Thread, that you're the one who coined the term load-bearing LOL. Is that true? Because I use that phrase all the time now. When you, like, put something in a Discord and what you really mean to say is... Stop posting your weird shit here, but you say like, ha, stop posting your weird shit here, comma, LOL. So that you don't sound like a dick. Yeah, so I have a lot of load-bearing LOLs. I get called out on them by Tyler and Chrono quite a bit. Braids is a bitch. Astro Boy is cringe. Shadowheart is better, but she loses points since I can't call her MCR anymore. Astro Boy. Braids is a bitch. Braided my hair in a long ass time. I feel like that would not be... I don't know, maybe I'll do some braids for summer. Not in a veggie way though. I love that you've just given all of them other names, Cam. I don't know Baldur's Gate characters' names or nicknames. No, it's great. Please keep calling him this. It's S tier. I mean, hello. I'm the person who nicknamed every person in Blasphemous either a daddy or a mommy character. Milk Daddy remains the best nickname we've ever given on this stream, though. By accident. I did not know how accurate Milk Daddy was going to be as a nickname. Every time you start a new playthrough intending to romance someone else, Karlik pulls you back in with her whimsy. Maybe? Oh my gosh. Maybe this is how I retrain my brain. Maybe I could try to be... I can't. This is a terrible joke. Never mind. I'm taking it all back. I was gonna say that I should start romancing ladies in video games, and then maybe I'll learn to romance ladies in real life, and I won't have to deal with men who don't clean their asses. but that's not how sexuality works, unfortunately. Won't be doing another playthrough, so you won't have the chance to kill an edgy vampire. How long does a single playthrough take-ish? Or is it one of those things where like it could be 50 hours or it could be 150 hours depending on how you play? Steer away from elves and half-elves on principle? What? But the pointy ears! Liv Tyler! Flabbergasted. My gasts are flabbered, if you will. I saw somebody attempt that joke the other day and it went terribly, and you know what? I stole it anyway, so maybe it wasn't that bad. %snoop by volume? Sounds like Zote to me. It's not really snooty, just... Oh, maybe. It's a good word to describe. Only non-sturdy elf? You sure? Jeez. Girl, this is not the time. Not the time nor the place. Okay. She will never learn the lesson that this game cannot withstand boss fights and chat reading at the same time. Okay. Fulfill his life's goal without him. There just to piss him off. Okay, I support this fully. We stand a petty bitch. Not calling you a bitch, but you know what I mean. Complimentary. Only non-snooty elf is a Halsin. I'm pretty sure he's just a bear wild shaping into an elf. I was killed by elf snoots, but you know what? Snoot! Precept 21. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't just walk along staring at the ground or reading chat. You need to look up every so often to make sure nothing takes you by surprise. Listen! Listen. Halsin doesn't have a good nickname, just nickname him Halsin. More like D's Balsin. I have nothing. How much of a plank of wood you can't even mean to him? Why? Hold. I hope I still have this insult available. Turns out I've used Blue Sky so much that I've locked myself out of it for the day. Neat. I've mentioned this so briefly on stream before, but if you're the kind of person who has no discipline on your phone and you have Apple products, the Opal app is the best one of any of the ones that I've ever seen or tried, and I have tried a lot of them for setting up different blocks. Like I have Instagram set so that it can only unlock 3 times a day for like X number of minutes at a time. I think it's like 7 minutes. And then all other social apps are lumped together so that I'm allowed to spend like 30 minutes total on any combination of social apps, and then I get locked out of all of them for the day. When I'm supposed to be going to bed at night, I'm basically locked out of all apps that could trigger me to buy things or yap with people for too late. I don't know, it's been really helpful for me to get things done because I have no self-control. So this was in reference to Chuck Schumer, who's somebody that I don't actually know in any context. I think it's a politician, but I'm just gonna go ahead and declare my ignorance, okay? I don't know who this person is. But we were apparently roasting this person because somebody said Schumer's posts are so bad that there's a part of my brain desperate to believe that it's a bit. No matter what the subject is, he posts with the pathos of a VCR head cleaner instruction booklet, which is like already savage enough. And then somebody else said, the man is a fork in a world of soup. And I just really like that as an insult. I would assume so because the people who are retweeting this thread, like I at least knew that I hated this person without knowing anything about them, because the people who are retweeting these things are people that I trust to my bones about a lot of things. So anyway, yes, the man is a fork in a world of soup. And I do like that. Also, Kim, while you're here, you didn't tell me the most important thing about new pope. That he's from Chicago. So obviously he's best pope. I'm a Chicago girly originally. And yeah, hot damn. I'm really excited now. Converting to Catholicism just to have Chicago Pope on my side. You have one character at the Hobbit that I summoned from Bone Man. Her only job is to steal her, and her actual legal name is Depth Groveler. Amazing. New Pope canonically has eaten deep dish. No wonder New Pope has great opinions about everything. Damn, I'm excited. He spent 2 months gearing up for his big stand and ended up being, wait for it, a strongly worded letter. Oh, that's ringing some bells. Yep. Nothing more of an ick than a man or woman, a person without a backbone when they need one. That was terrible. It's fine. Oh, ouch. Rude. That's just every politician since like Alexander the Great or Caesar. I don't know why I said Caesar. The names that go outside and get arrested. We know more politicians willing to go outside and get arrested in less strongly worded letters. Yeah. It's one thing. I didn't know we were still on this game. Zaddy, we're gonna be on this game forever because I keep coming to my own stream late and also skipping my own streams. So we are on day 19 or something like that, but it's been like 2 hours at a time. So, also, it took me until this boss to learn how to parry, so yeah. Also, hope you're doing well, Zaddy. Welcome on in. What are you playing these days? It's a good run for a while. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Got distracted by the idea of deep dish pizza, I think. You're on Expedition 33? Nice. We've been talking about New Pope being from Chicago and how dope that is that they've eaten deep dish pizza and that they are canonically best Pope because they're from Chicago. You're loving it? I have not seen... I've seen 30 seconds of somebody playing the game. I know nothing about it. I don't know what type of game it is. I don't know where it came from. Where did you come from? Where did you go? I don't know what's going on. Is there a Cotton Eye Joe? New communion is done with Malort instead of wine. +2. Good job. That was a good one, Zaddy. Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm not even Catholic and I'm excited, but I'm thinking about becoming Catholic just to be part of the new Chicago religion. This is when shit gets done. You know that man's not afraid of shit. It's delighting me. Not delighting me? How many phases are in the boss fights? It's fine though. Nice. Is a Catholic I'm invited to visit? Perfect. I meant to ask you the other day about Buddhism and whether or not that was something that like you were interested in or studying or whatever. So the question still stands if you want to answer it. Got a face full of fiery arrow. Cute. Nice. Double nice. Dog disagrees. Nice, nice, nice again. How many slaps can be the stains? I didn't mean to do that many heals, but it's fine. Rude. Rude again. Okay, better, 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 better. Give a girl phase 3, please. You have a lot of Buddhist friends, or do you like some of the teachings? Cool. I would like to study that someday. And Hinduism. I've been informed that there's a lot of inherent respect for women in Hinduism, and I find that dope. Well, I got murdered. I got absolutely destroyed in phase 3. We were there just long enough for me to think, I should look at the background and see how unhinged it is, and I didn't even have time to do that. Didn't have time at all. But yeah, it seems like there's some cool stuff to be taken away from. Some of the religions that I was not brought up around. That's a very obvious thing that I just said out loud. Please remember that I was brought up in a bubble, and I'm still sometimes learning about life outside the bubble. Nice. Even if we just keep failing at this, there is something really satisfying about just like crushing phase 1. Schlompkins! Hi friend, haven't seen you in a minute. I only say that because I like saying your username and I've been deprived. Hope you're doing well. Boss is so cool. Yeah, definitely my favorite boss so far. Not super great at it, but like vastly improved. Missed. Life has been a nightmare. No time to lurk, but you're back. Let's go. Sorry about the nightmare part though, that sucks. It's never a fun chapter of life. A learning boss? Yeah, and I feel like the same was true for the last boss. Where you were forced to learn the unbound counter. That was so helpful, actually. It's one thing I was gonna say both love and hate, but I do actually just really like about this game. That they don't give you another way out of this. Like, you just have to learn. This one is you will master the platforming or you will die. Yeah. Like, there's just... That's true. I forgot that there was a huge platforming part leading up to this boss. I was thinking of the boss fight itself and I was like, what are you talking about? But yeah. Every part of it, like, is really good at saying, this is the thing that you need to learn right now, and you have to learn it or you will not do well in the next section. But by the time you've learned it, like, you are confident in it, and it actually pays off. So even though it's, like, a struggle and it's shitty right now, like, I know that these skills will be helpful later in the game. I just like that kind of payoff. Like, if you're gonna make me sweat for it, then don't make it in vain, right? Like, nobody wants busy work, basically, in a video game. The jumps, too. But, like, there was a whole bunch of that platforming in her, like, Dream Nightmare segment as well. By, like, you learned through that to pogo off the little balls, and then, like, that comes into play with this boss fight. So again, like everything just kind of like builds off of each other in like a really satisfying way where you feel like you're a better gamer because you've made it through like one section or one boss or whatever. Which just, I don't know, I like a game that makes you feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? Right now I feel bad about myself, but I know that when I beat this, I'll feel good about myself. And that's becoming kind of addictive. And it's perfect timing to get stuck on a game like this because I have a gaming PC now. So our next things on the agenda are DS1, and then probably DS2, DS3, Elden Ring, or maybe I skip right from DS1 to Elden Ring. We'll see how we'll see. But like I'm headed towards big girl gaming anyway, you know? So like now's the time to learn how to do big girl games. And this teaches you in such a like it just builds upon each other, like in a way that like I feel like I'll walk out of this being a better gamer overall. Thanks, Zaddy! The dog also feels great about me. I don't think you can hear it, but she's digging through the rug that's directly above my head, and my dad never notices when she's doing this. So I'm gonna have to send a little message of like, hey, the dog is about to come through the floor / ceiling into my lap. If we could sort that out. Hold. She's lost her marbles. Hokak, we figured it out. Do you think new Pope will have rules about dogs not being allowed to interrupt your stream? Is that a thing you can request from a Pope as like a custom ruling? The Lord says your dog should not be interrupting you during your stream. Probably have to be a more bribable position in the church. Feels like that's kind of something they probably check for in a pope. Maybe not. Hopefully, won't allow people to use spray tan to be president. I am so glad. Speaking of spray tans, that I've never bothered with that, because it seems like a lot of heckin' maintenance, and I wouldn't say a low maintenance person, probably pretty high maintenance emotionally. But in terms of like physical appearance things, I would just like to be lazy, thank you. So delayed on my part, I was reading. Shit. More greeting on my part. Girl. We don't have infinite heals. What are you doing? Mess that up. I've literally never bounced into that before, but you know what? Today is the day. Why not? Why not try a new thing? A new way to die. We're unlocking new ways to die every time. I love that for us. Had to feed your dogs and cat and also call the internet company to whine about your internet being down? No. I'm glad your internet people... Well, I assume your internet people answered the phone because you're here, but maybe you're using mobile. I don't know things about you. If only the Pope had the authority, honestly. All I can really do is throw shade from 3,000 miles away, but it's better than nothing. I heard he's maybe going to stir up some shit among some of the more, how do I phrase this? He's gonna stir up some shit. This is literally from a Blue Sky post, okay? So who knows? But people are expecting that he's going to stir up some shit with some American Catholic leaders who have maybe gone astray for the sake of being politically highlighted right at this moment in time. So I'm going to call out some hypocrisy and some bullshit. All of them could be. Again, I'm not up enough on like what's been going on in Catholic churches to know, but if it's all, cool. If it's most, fine. If it's like, do what you gotta do. I have for the longest time been squatting on our domain and have like the backbone of a website built that I haven't actually like launched yet because I just haven't had the time for it. But somebody who was brought up in American churches, not Catholic, mostly an evangelical free church and then a Southern Baptist church. I didn't pick either of them. But I feel called to call out some shit in American churches and with American Christians. So maybe it's just the calling of every Chicagoan with a religious upbringing to be like, you know what, we're not putting shit under the rug anymore. We're gonna fix some stuff. Maybe that's maybe I can be baby pope. We do have our own cult over here. But yeah, I that speaks to me greatly if he's actually going to do that, of like calling out the bullshit. I think that's good. They answered the phone and told me they were aware of the problem. You're on phone data now. Bleh. I'm sorry. Heard that extremist right wing tried to bribe the Cardinals with 1B for a conservative pope, so I think he's upset. So I wasn't wrong. There are some bribable people in the food chain. We'll work both sides of this. We'll support Chicago Pope and all of his greatness. And also we'll bribe the lower level church peeps to get them to include an 11th commandment where dogs named Sydney are not allowed to interrupt streams. Sounds like a plan to me. If you could add an 11th commandment, what would it be? It was a terrible attempt. Thou shalt not have boss fights with more than 2 phases. Billionaires should be illegal. Okay. I was on the wrong side. I did all the wrong jumps there. Always clean your butt properly. Amen. Floops, I knew you'd come through on that. Wouldn't it be cute if there were a female equivalent to Pope? I think that would be nice. A Pope. Can we call it a Popette? I'm not usually in favor of like girlifying the names of things, right? Like when people are like, oh yeah, I have a woman boss, and you're like, okay, could you just say you have a boss? Like, did you need to specify? I know it's unusual, but could we make that less unusual so you don't have to specify? But Popette is just such a funny fucking name. Maybe because it reminds me of Toadette. Honor thy asshole with toilet paper. Oh, no eating, thou shalt not eat napkins for any reason, no matter how hungry you are. You started a new Hollow Knight playthrough today, and you did save Zote this time. Let's go! Best news I've heard all day. Preset 29. Develop your sense of direction. It's easy to get lost when traveling through winding, twisting caverns. Having a good sense of direction is like having a magical map of your head. Oh, inside of your head. Very useful. I just prefer to have maps, but thank you, Zote. I have a girl boss means something different. True. And I was really specific, and this does not, I'm not trying to change how anybody else speaks. I once heard somebody comment that like calling women females is such a weird thing as well. It kind of puts you in the category of like an animal, because like you can have a female dog or a female cat or a female human lady. So they made the change personally to start calling things like a woman boss instead of a female boss, and so like I've just made that flip automatically too. And then girl boss, yes, has its own whole ass meaning, and then also you get into the struggle of calling grown ladies girls, which is a whole other can of lady worms. It's a phrase I regret saying out loud. Anyway. Yes. But I do stand hot girl shit. I will say that that's a phrase that I enjoy quite a bit. Does it have to be consistent? No. I like what I get to like. You have that issue you call adults boys and girls? Yeah. It mostly gets to be an issue if you're not doing that equally. You know what I mean? We'd get to a meeting when I worked for the state government. Gosh dang, ad break. And it would be like, oh, the men are here, and oh, you know, girls, would you mind taking notes or whatever? And you're like, alright, they get to be men and we're girls? On the one hand, calling women females is 100% military thing. On the other hand, that's only an excuse if you're actively in the military. Yeah, and I guess if you're also saying males. I don't know that I hear that a lot. Also, don't forget to do your laundry! Or take your meds and supplements. We'll do a little hydration break. Hold, sip. I don't think I have any snacks. That's fine. We're almost to din-din time. I have laundry that needs to go in the laundry machine, Thread. But it is all the way upstairs, and the laundry machine was in use. Only in English? True. Context does matter for that quite a bit. Like if you're talking about like relationships or attraction or something like that, it is helpful to use adult specific words for the adults that you are, I hope, attracted to. Jeez. I did not deserve that first parry there. I was not ready. Okay. You also like words? You have given up on the phrase girlfriend. You're now 100% advocating for gal pal. Gal pal is cute, but it definitely... That's how I describe my gal pals in a very friend setting. If I were dating somebody and they referred to me as their gal pal, I think I would... I was gonna say I think I'd slap them. We don't advocate for violence, okay? But I think I would be a struggling. I haven't finished reading the stupid relationship attachment style book yet, so I don't know how to properly handle my big emotions, but I would have big emotions about it. Okay. And only in part because I was dating Stevie Daddy actually referred to me as a pal one time when talking to one of his friends. I think I've mentioned before that like he specifically never told anybody that we dated. Like including people that he introduced me to. And so like I was talking to somebody that I knew him and said something about it, and meanwhile he had referred to me, and I didn't know this, as his pal, and I was like, oh, we're not pals, babes. Adversely in French slang, male friends are called... Oh, sounds like the English word. Really? What is that? Ian, what is that like based on? Is it like short for another French word? Or did we just decide that that's a fun spelling that sounds like a fun word? I'm so curious. Man, we're running out of time to do this today. It's fine, we're streaming again tomorrow. But I really wanted to do this boss fight today. Little did I know that there was a third phase. I didn't know. Good luck with your laundry thread. Verlon comes from mech that just means friends. Interesting. Here to tell you, Duolingo has not covered that. Once I feel more comfortable in actual French grammar and stuff, I'll have to bother you for some good slang. We're not there yet, though. Oh, Sag. So femme is backwards slang in muff, which just means gal. Oh, interesting. Oh, so we're just flipping things backwards, basically. I'm catching on now. Okay. That's a pretty fun way to do slang, actually. Eden, I don't think you were here the other day, but I was learning new things about, maybe you were here. Various languages and how... Oh yeah, you were. Never mind. You were here and told me that I needed to just count my French numbers the Swiss way. So... I'm glad you were here, since we were a little bit defending French counting as maybe not the worst European language to do counting. Danish might be worse. But now I need to learn both languages so that I can learn all the crazy counting. Again! We got 9 minutes! Let's go, man. You can do this, you can focus. Get a grip. Walk in. Let's go. Hola. Have you come to share poop transplant stories or come to say hello? Either way, hi friend, I hope you're doing well. Oh, how was Sekiro, by the way? I missed it yesterday. I was blueprinting. How's blueprinting? Ola, it's so much fun. I'm actually addicted, and I'm so glad that I never got started with Balatro, because I feel like I would have the same addiction thing. Oops. And I'm also grateful that I was too lazy to play it on my PC, which is in the basement, and too cheap to get a Steam Deck. So my solution was to make Chrono stream it to Discord so we could play together. And it's worked out great, because otherwise I don't think I would have left my room for the last week. Genuinely. I think me and roguelikes would maybe have a problem. So it's great that I'm limited by the game being on somebody else's computer. One more run, yeah, exactly. Are you playing it as well? I can't remember, I feel like we talked about this the other day, but I was also busy talking about butts. having the soup, but you fucking love it. Let's go! Okay. Balatro isn't that addictive. I say starting another run of Balatro. Yeah, exactly. I knew that when somebody was describing Balatro as being really addictive. I'm limited. I literally have one game on my phone, and it's the same Pyramid Solitaire game that I've had on my phone for like 5 years. And it like has a very set number of lives, and even though it's kind of easy to get more lives, like there's no real incentive to get more. So like I can play it for 5 minutes and be done. Blueprints? Absolutely not. So when I heard about Balatro, I had the same feeling of like, oh no. If everybody else is getting addicted, I will absolutely lose my whole life. Like I will stay up day and night to just play it, and I will never get anything done. Vampire Survivors had to leave your phone because it was a problem. Yeah. Like I think every game that I've ever downloaded, even like a Sudoku game, I was like, I need to play Sudoku for 700 hours in a row. And you know what? No, I don't actually though. I get one life and I have to remind myself. Actually, Ola, you'll know this. There's a bit in Gilmore Girls where Paris is talking about like wanting to do something because she wants her like autobiography or her biography to be interesting. And like I don't need a whole chapter of my biography someday to be like, also this was the 5-year period where Skirts did nothing but play Sudoku on her phone. That's a pretty boring read. Oh, you're on Ishin. Infinitely harder now, you will never recover. Oh no. I'll have to go watch your VOD of Sekiro. I'm so curious if you end up playing this game, what your thoughts are on like the difficulty levels, because I'm struggling with this one because of all the parries. And I feel like that will also be my struggle with Sekiro. And Sekiro has the added element of it's not just a 2D platformer, you know, you got places to go, you got all sorts of camera movement and actual in-game movement to master on top of that, so I'm scared. I'm actually scared. Alright, we have time for like one or two more attempts depending on how stupidly I do here. And then we can go theoretically so that yeah, you quit Sekiro? Yeah, my brother once asked like about the time that I started streaming which of the Souls games would be like most approachable. Like if I were to recommend one, since I hang out with Souls people all the time, like which one would I recommend? And I recommended Sekiro, and I still think that was the correct decision because it has the most like you have one thing to get good at instead of like 80 things to get good at. But I don't think he ended up liking it either. So it's just not for everybody, and it might not be for me either. We know the one Souls game I'm gonna like is Hot Puppet Game, and that's because I'm attracted to the heal animation. But I'm not attracted to anything about Sekiro, so I might be struggling with that one. This is the Sekiro of platformers. Yeah. It's fucking hard. It's for sure the hardest game I've ever played. But I haven't hit FromSoft games yet, you know? So we'll have to swap someday. We'll do a little Freaky Friday. The snake kind of hot though. Oh, the Sekiro snake. As soon as you said snake, I thought of Say, friend of the stream, Say, and her love for Mesmer and the Mesmer snake. So I was like, what the hell? But no, I forgot Sekiro has snacks. Everybody's got snacks. Oh my gosh, that's the if we end up playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure tomorrow, this cannot be counted as a spoiler because it happens in the first like 3 minutes of the game. But somebody makes a I'm tired of the mother heckin' cakes on this mother heckin' plane joke or something like that. About cakes flying everywhere. I just want to marry the person who came up with that as a joke concept and was like, I'm building the entire intro scene of this game around this joke. Like, I love that person on a soul level. You almost bought it? You need... Yeah. Oh my gosh, let's play. I want it to be my cozy game. Tomorrow is going to be a hard day for me just because it's Mother's Day in the United States. And not like hard like I'm going to be losing my shit, but just like I know that there'll be like a little sag element. And so I want to play a cozy game. Because being sad and playing this game is just too much sad. This game requires me to be in a good mood, which I am today. So yeah, I want to play the cozy Hello Kitty Island adventure game. Plus I have like $20 of Steam credit, so like it seems perfect. Cozy is necessary. I also thought it'd be good on days when I have like therapy in the morning. Because those are also days where like I don't have it in me to get my feelings hurt in the morning and get my feelings hurt in the afternoon. Also, I'm reading a book that keeps hurting my feelings about relationship attachment styles. I just need something to be cozy. I need a blanket of games. Monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. Is that the Tyler, is that the versions they did on, like, for the cuss-free version of that movie? I remember that they did a really weird dub to get rid of all the cusses. I've never seen that movie either way. We have a different plane for the weekends. That's how rich we are. Could you imagine? Don't forget, billionaires should be illegal. Hope that helps. Put that on the next sweatshirt that I buy. The TV edit? Nice. Scared me. Orange steak plasma deck gone onto gold steak. What the heck? Are those words I should know? Why am I feeling like I'm having a stroke? Stop slapping me! Thank you. Well, could you imagine if we were in charge of Canada and the United States, respectively? Like, it couldn't be worse. Would objectively have to be better. We were talking earlier about how excited I am that the new Pope is from Chicago, though. So if we could replace all existing leaders with dope Chicago people, I would also be okay with that. Stop slapping. Wow, we had no HP there. Cute. You'll make billionaires illegal when you become a billionaire? Absolutely not, no. We're capping you at 999 million, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. World will be happier, you made so many Pope jokes that day. Let's go. It just simply reminded me, I can't think of popes now without thinking of Blasphemous. And the little pope dudes with the little skinny legs. Hoping for pink smoke? I've been in my Barbie era so hard this year. And in fact, just wore a giant neon pink sweatshirt with Barbie written on it yesterday. So yes, I would have loved a Pope Barbie. Barbie Pope? Slowly working on getting a gold stick with every day. Hold on. Oh, Balatro. I missed the in-between comments. I was back to having confusion about stakes, but I get it. We're Balatroing. I get it. You're terrible at Balatro and Balatro as well. Let's go. Yeah, I think I'd be bad at it, but I think I would get addicted to it anyway, and that would just make me more... I don't know. I don't think I need to be addicted and full of rage at the same time. It sounds like a bad combo. I vote one more attempt and then we go eat food. And also eat the fridge. Getting a gold steak with every deck. Man, on the one hand, I wish I knew what that meant. On the other hand, I'm so glad to be blissfully unaware. If Blueprints is any indicator, I should not go anywhere near that game. Also, I will be referring to it as Bloops from now on because that is the official name. Can you play Bloops from an iPad? Don't tell me this, but can you? Tyler was telling me the other day that I need to install some app from my iPad to be able to play my PC games remotely. Oh yeah, we've done a lot of, I have a little notebook. I take notes since Chrono's doing all the driving. I'm the note taker, plus I also have all the stationery. So I have a little notebook with our notes, and then we also have a Bloops channel in our Discord with all the screenshots. But yes, I know what you mean. It is a very, like, note-heavy game. It's funny because I remember asking at the, like, day one, I was like, should we be writing this stuff down? And we weren't really sure, and then the game is like, you should be writing stuff down, by the way. I was like, okay. Noted! I wanted to anyway, but thank you. Stop slapping! I only have one heal left. This is not gonna go well. Oh, ouch. Okay, we're out of heals. She's not even at the halfway point. She is at the halfway point. Rude. We have so little HP, oh no! If we make it to the next phase of this, I will be so impressed. Okay. Silly progress, but we're making progress anyway. Okay, we made it to phase 3! We're not gonna make it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just having fun. We're happy to be here. Happy to be here. Okay. Okay, she murders us when she comes through. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do. I tried parrying, I tried dodging. She just murders you if you don't have enough health on that. That's fine. It's fine. We did it. We made it to phase 3 multiple times. We learned a lot today. We did not have extended discussions about pooper butts. I'm so proud. Although the fact that I thought about stream while I was in the shower this morning was really concerning. So if we could... yeah. Just be mindful, you know? Okay, do we want to watch? Repo? Or, oh, hold on, we're going to Kazan. I'm not even asking. We're going to Kazan. Friend of the stream, Etho, who is here for the butt conversation, actually, and stuck it out anyway, is streaming Kazan. Which is great, because I feel like I actually specifically asked for that. How many phases does a boss need? Thank you, Zero. Thank you. If you could design my next game for me, I would really appreciate it. Let's do a cute little scooch. We're wrapping up stream! Thank you so much for being here. It means the actual world. Someday we'll figure out how to say that in words, but, just know that without words, I'm bad at the words, but, it means a lot that everybody shows up, so thank you for that. If you would like to come hang out some more, or just know like when stream is happening and stuff like that, come join the Discord. It's $free. Also $free following on YouTube if you would like. Someday if I get enough of the free follows, I get to make money on YouTube, which would be so neat. But in the meantime, let's go hang out with new friend Etho. Not new friends. Cherished friend. It's a better phrase. I'll see if I can try and get an idea of where they are in the game. They're on day 12, so if you're avoiding spoilies, I get it. They're not in a boss fight at the moment, though. They're just kind of like bopping around. I don't actually recognize where they are because kind of all the levels eventually look the same. Sorry, Kazan, I love you. It's true, though. Alright, let's start the raid. And let's not forget the Mother Lovin' raid message this time. Remember when we did poops last time and it was a whole thing? That sure was a whole thing. Today's raid message? Oh, why didn't that do the... There we go. If you're subscribed, we're going to use the cute little sub emotes for the Skirts Cult message. And if you're not subscribed, I love you anyway, also. And we've got cute little default hedgie emotes. And that's our raid message. Let me make sure I actually copied and pasted it. I didn't. Could we? Ma'am. We can. I think my keyboard is just dead. Cute. Okay, we're on our way. I will be streaming again tomorrow and Wednesday. Not Monday. I can't words. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, maybe Monday, definitely Tuesday. Stuff will be in the Discord. Okay, this was fun. Thank you. I love you. Bye!